Today I get to kill me a legend.
What is it that you are fighting for?
Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood Max here. Welcome to another video. Today we're diving deep into the often overlooked gems of 2012. Yeah, you heard that right. A whole bunch of amazing games got overshadowed by the big-name titles back in the day, and it's time to give them the love they deserve. Before we start, I want to hear from you. What kind of videos do you love? What would you like to see more of? And hey, don't be shy about sharing any suggestions for future lists. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Oh, and one quick thing. You're hearing an AI voice right now. It's the best way for me to reach out to all of you awesome gamers, so bear with me as we work on making it sound even cooler. All right, let's get this party started. First up, we have Prototype 2. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another open-world, super-powered game? Meh. But trust me, this one's different. While it might not have reached the same heights of its predecessor, Prototype 2 offers a more refined and intense experience. You play as a new character with fresh abilities and a darker storyline. Critics praised the game's combat and open world, but many felt it lacked the innovation of the original. Players, on the other hand, loved the sheer chaos and destruction. We're putting this on the list because it's a guilty pleasure. It's mindless fun with a surprising amount of depth. Next up is Zombie U, a game that took survival horror to a whole new level. Imagine waking up in a zombie apocalypse with nothing but a busted cricket bat. Sounds terrifying, right? That's exactly what Zombie U is all about. It was a bold experiment that combined first-person shooting with survival elements, and while it wasn't without its flaws, the atmosphere and tension were unmatched. Critics loved the game's unique approach, but some complained about the controls and difficulty. Zombie U is on the list because this game brought a fresh twist to the survival horror genre with its permadeath mechanic and innovative use of the Wii U gamepad. At number 8, we have Asuras Wrath. This is one of the most visually stunning and over-the-top games ever made. It's like a cosmic anime come to life. You play as Asura, a powerful deity who goes on a rampage to avenge his family. Asuras Wrath is a roller coaster of emotions, with epic boss battles that will leave you jaw-dropped. Critics praised the game's visuals and combat, but some felt the story was a bit rushed. I included Asuras Wrath because it's a truly unforgettable experience. It's a game that defies categorization and demands to be seen.
Even gods are not above reproach. The cause. I will interfere. I will not let you do.
Next up, we have Tokyo Jungle. Now you might be thinking, animals in Tokyo? What's that about? Well, buckle up because this game is wild. It's a survival simulator where you play as different animals, from dogs to deer to even bears, trying to survive in a post-human Tokyo. It's criminally underrated. Imagine a world where animals rule the streets, and you're just trying to find food and avoid becoming someone else's dinner. It's chaotic, it's fun, and it's totally unique. Critics praised the game's innovative concept and challenging gameplay, but it didn't quite capture the mainstream audience. Players loved the unexpected twists and turns and the sheer absurdity of it all. I'm putting this on the list because it's a refreshing take on the survival genre and a testament to creative game design. Coming at number 6, we have Dust Force. This is a precision platformer that will test your reflexes and patience. You play as a cleaning robot tasked with removing dust from various levels. But don't let the premise fool you, this game is hardcore. It's often overshadowed by other platformers, but it deserves way more love. The level design is mind-blowing, the controls are tight, and the satisfaction of nailing a perfect run is unparalleled. Critics raved about the game's difficulty and replayability, but it struggled to find a wide audience. Players who stuck with it were rewarded with an incredibly rewarding experience. I'm including it because it's a masterpiece of platforming design and a true test of skill. A short break. If you're enjoying this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. We're on a mission to bring underrated games to the spotlight, and your support helps us do that. All right, let's get back to the list. Let's talk about The Darkness 2 at number 5. This is a gritty, mature-rated action game with a supernatural twist. You play as Jackie Estacado, a man with the power of the darkness, a demonic force that grants him incredible abilities. Despite its strong sequel, the original game often gets overlooked. It's a dark, atmospheric experience with intense combat and a compelling story. Critics praised the game's atmosphere and combat, but it was overshadowed by other big-budget releases. Players loved the dark tone and the over-the-top action. I'm putting it on the list because it's a hidden gem for fans of mature-rated action games. Max Payne 3, a name that might not ring a bell for some of you. But trust me, this game is a masterpiece in disguise. It's a gritty, neo-noir action thriller that takes you on a roller coaster ride through the dark underbelly of Sao Paulo. Critics loved the game's story, characters, and gunplay. Players raved about the cinematic experience and the slow-mo bullet time. But somehow it got overshadowed by other big releases of the year. It's like a hidden gem in a diamond mine. I put Max Payne 3 on this list because it's a perfect blend of action, drama, and style. It's a game that respects your intelligence while delivering non-stop thrills. Plus, that soundtrack is fire.
Just want my wife back.
Time to find out what was going on here.
This is Sao Paulo, brother. Could be anyone. Favela street gangs? Right-wing guns for hire. Ex-cops, military, I don't know.
Next up, we have Hitman Absolution. Now, this game was a bit of a controversial one. Some loved it, others hated it, but I believe it's an underrated gem that deserves a second chance. Absolution took a different approach to the Hitman series, focusing more on linear levels and a stronger narrative. While it might not have been the open-world sandbox fans were used to, it still offered plenty of opportunities for creative assassinations. Critics praised the game's visuals, sound design, and intense action sequences. Players appreciated the story and the variety of gameplay options. But the departure from the classic Hitman formula turned off some fans. I put Absolution on this list because it's a bold experiment that showcases the series' potential. It's a game that rewards creativity and experimentation, and that's something I always appreciate. At number 2, we have a game that's as controversial as it is brilliant. Spec Ops The Line. Now I know what you're thinking, another military shooter? But trust me, this ain't your average Call of Duty. This game takes you on a heart-wrenching journey through a war-torn Dubai, and it doesn't shy away from the harsh realities of conflict. Critics praised the game's narrative and atmosphere, but it was also heavily criticized for its mature themes. Players were divided, with some loving the game's bold storytelling and others finding it too disturbing. But for us, Spec Ops, The Line is a masterpiece that forces you to question the morality of war. It's a game that stays with you long after the credits roll.
Help me! Coming up fast on your right! That's not all! Look out!
And now for our number 1 underrated game of 2012, Sleeping Dogs. This open-world action-adventure game is a hidden gem that blends the best of Grand Theft Auto with the excitement of Hong Kong action movies. You play as an undercover cop infiltrating a triad, and it's absolutely thrilling. Critics loved the combat, the world, and the story, but it somehow didn't quite reach the same level of popularity as other open-world games. But trust me, Sleeping Dogs is a must-play for any fan of the genre. It's got everything you want: intense action, a gripping story, and a vibrant city to explore.
We want the Red Poles, the Lieutenants, and most of all, the Dragonhead.
All right, that's a wrap on our top 10 underrated games of 2012. What a wild ride, huh? From the brutal action of Prototype 2 to the thought-provoking narrative of Spec Ops The Line, this year had some serious gems hidden amongst the blockbuster titles. Before we sign off, let's hear from you. What did you think of this list? Any games you feel we missed? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. We're always looking to improve, so any feedback on what you'd like to see more of would be greatly appreciated.